You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Thursday the 11th of September, 2025. It is 83 days after the summer solstice. It is 11 days before the fall equinox. New York Fashion Week begins today. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 25th day of Fructidor, the day of the écrevisse, the crayfish. The sun rises today at 6:33 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:52 p.m. The sun sets today at 7:11 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 7:39 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 8:11 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 39 seconds, shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waning gibbous phase and is 80% full at midday. The third quarter will arrive on Sunday, the 14th of September. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 1:26 a.m., 1 meter 65. In the morning, low tide, 7:21 a.m., 3 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 1:48 p.m., 1 meter 89. In the evening, low tide, 8:02 p.m., 3 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, in Socrates Sculpture Park on a quiet weekday morning, a groundhog is out on the lawn near the Broadway entrance. He munches on the grass. People walk past, and most of them don't even notice him. But he notes them, looking up occasionally, then returning to contentedly feeding. In the family of groundhogs that make the park their home, the adults are extremely skittish with people. But according to one of the groundskeepers, their children, who have grown up here, are fairly sanguine about the presence of humans who share the park with them. And unless you approach too close or make a sudden movement, they are happy to go about their business. Commemorations. On this day in 1893, in Chicago, the World Parliament of Religions met for the first time. The Indian monk Swami Vivekananda gave a speech in which he quoted the Gita. Quote, "Whosoever comes to me, through whatsoever form, I reach him. All men are struggling through paths which in the end lead to me." Unquote. He continued with this insight. Sectarianism, bigotry, and its horrible descendant, fanaticism, have long possessed this beautiful earth. They have filled the earth with violence, drenched it often with human blood, destroyed civilization, and sent whole nations to despair. The Zen master Soyen Shaku, a Roshi of the Rinzai school, also attended the parliament. He would become the first Japanese master to bring Zen to North America. On this day in 1973, General Augusto Pinochet led a coup against the democratically elected president of Chile, Salvador Allende. The general had Allende killed in the presidential residence and assumed power. He proclaimed a state of internal war and imposed martial law. At least 10,000 Chileans and foreigners were held in the National Stadium in the opening days of the coup. The heads of all universities were replaced with military appointees. It was the beginning of 17 years of brutal dictatorship. The CIA has been implicated in fomenting the coup. On this day in 1978, the last known person died of smallpox. Since then, the disease has been considered eradicated through a global vaccination program led by the World Health Organization. In Little Italy, the Feast of San Gennaro opens today. It lasts through Sunday, September 21st. Finally, today is, of course, 9/11, the anniversary of the attacks on the World Trade Center in Manhattan and the Pentagon in Washington. We remember today the shocking spectacle of the towers falling. We remember those who died and those who mourn. But today is also an important anniversary to contemplate the paroxysm of violence the United States visited on the world. 2 forever wars that ended with Iraq a shattered state and Afghanistan firmly back in the hands of the Taliban. What lessons have we learned in the years that have passed since that terrible day? And that is the Observatory, Thursday, the 11th of September, 2025.